Yo, the Indiana Fever ain't playing around. This team has come out swinging and you can feel their energy from the very first whistle. Every time they step onto the court, it's like they're making a statement, not just to their opponents but to the entire league. The Fever are here to compete and they're not backing down from anyone. Their hustle, their grit, and their passion are on full display, and it's impossible to ignore the impact they're having on the game right now. Not on the court, and definitely not online. The Fever have taken their swagger to social media, where they're just as fierce and unapologetic as they are in the paint. Whether it's hyping up their teammates, clapping back at doubters, or just having fun with fans, they're building a whole new vibe for the WNBA. Their online presence is electric, and it's bringing in a new generation of fans who love the confidence and authenticity they see. They're out here changing the game, and everybody's noticing. Commentators can't stop talking about their bold plays and fearless attitude. Fans in the stands are on their feet, living for every highlight moment. Even people who never watched the WNBA before are tuning in just to see what the Fever will do next. The buzz is real, and it's spreading fast. Remember when WNBA teams used to be all polite, like they were asking for permission to be great? There was a time when the league was all about respect and tradition, and teams played it safe, sticking to the script. The games were good, but you didn't always see that fire, that edge, that sense of urgency to shake things up and make some noise. Yeah, the Fever tossed that playbook out the window. They're rewriting the rules, bringing a whole new attitude to the league. Forget playing it safe. These players are taking risks, making bold moves, and showing the world that they're not afraid to stand out. They're not just following trends, they're setting them, and everyone else is trying to keep up. They're loud, they're proud, and they're not afraid to let you know it. Whether they're hyping up the crowd after a big play or celebrating with their fans after a win, the Fever bring a level of energy and excitement that's contagious. Their locker room is a party, their celebrations are legendary, and their confidence is off the charts. They're showing the world that women's basketball can be just as thrilling, just as bold, and just as unapologetic as any other sport. This ain't your mama's WNBA. The league has evolved, and the Fever are leading the charge. Gone are the days of playing it cool and blending in. Now it's all about standing out, making a statement, and owning your moment. The Fever are inspiring a new wave of fans and players who want to be bold, be different, and be proud of who they are. This is something new, something bold. The Fever are redefining what it means to be a WNBA team. Their branding is fierce, their style is fresh, and their attitude is unmatched. They're not just playing basketball, they're building a movement, and everyone wants to be a part of it. The energy they bring is changing the culture of the league, and it's only getting started. This is the Fever, and they're here to stay. They're not just making noise for a season, they're building a legacy. With every game, every post, and every bold move, they're showing the world that the WNBA is a force to be reckoned with. The Fever have arrived, and they're not going anywhere. Get ready, because this is just the beginning. So, what's got everyone buzzing? Why is everyone in Indiana, and honestly way beyond, talking about the Fever right now? It's not just about what's happening on the court. There's a whole new energy pulsing through the fan base, and it's coming straight from their phones. Whether you're a diehard basketball fan or someone who's never even picked up a ball, you can't help but notice the excitement. The Indiana Fever have managed to capture the attention of not just their loyal supporters but also casual sports fans, meme lovers, and even people who just love a good laugh online. The Fever's social media is straight fire. Seriously, their accounts are lighting up timelines everywhere. Every time you open your feed, there's something new, something clever, something bold, something that makes you stop scrolling and actually pay attention. They're not just posting scores or highlights, they're creating moments that people want to share, comment on, and talk about. It's like they've cracked the code for what makes sports fun in the digital age. Their posts are so good you don't even have to be a Fever fan to appreciate them. You just have to love great content. We're talking hilarious memes that go viral in minutes, savage comebacks that leave rival fans speechless, and hype videos that'll make you want to run through a wall, even if you've never played a minute of basketball in your life. Their meme game is next level, blending inside jokes with pop culture references that everyone can get behind. And those videos? They're not just highlight reels, they're mini-movies packed with energy, music, and moments that make you want to jump out of your seat. It's the kind of content that gets shared in group chats, DMs, and even makes its way onto national sports shows. Think trash talk, but like the cool kind. The kind that makes you laugh even when it's roasting your favorite team. The Fever's social media team has mastered the art of playful banter. Never mean, always clever. They'll poke fun at their own players, roast the competition, and even get fans in on the action. It's all about building a community where everyone feels like they're in on the joke. And when you see players and fans trading witty comments back and forth, you realize it's more than just a game. It's a whole vibe, a culture that's as much about having fun as it is about winning. They're not just posting about wins and losses, they're building a whole vibe. You get to see behind-the-scenes moments that make you feel like you're part of the team, locker room celebrations, goofy pregame rituals, and those candid moments that never make it to TV. It's about showing the personalities behind the jerseys, letting fans connect with the players as real people. The Fever's social media is like a backstage pass to the team's world, and it makes every game feel personal. You start to care about the players, their stories, and their journey, not just the final score. It's like they hired your funniest friend to run their accounts, the one who always has the perfect comeback. Every post feels fresh, authentic, and just a little bit mischievous. You never know what's coming next. A clever reply to a rival team, a meme that perfectly sums up the mood after a big win, or a shout-out to a fan who went all out with their support. The voice behind the Fever's social media is so relatable, it feels like you're chatting with someone you know. That's what makes it so addictive. You keep coming back, just to see what they'll say next. They're turning the WNBA into must-see TV, even if you've never watched a game in your life. The Fever's social media is breaking down barriers, making basketball accessible and exciting for everyone. It's not just about the sport, it's about the culture, the community, and the fun of being part of something bigger. So if you haven't checked out what the Indiana Fever are doing online, you're missing out on one of the best shows in sports right now. Trust us, this is one social media game you'll want to follow. This is a big deal, man. For too long, the WNBA has been stuck in this weird place. Amazing athletes, incredible talent, but always playing it safe. Like they were afraid to be too loud, too confident. But the Fever, they said screw that. They're embracing the swagger, the personality, the stuff that makes sports so damn fun. They're showing the world that these women are superstars on and off the court. It's about damn time. And you know what? It's working. People are paying attention. The Fever's mentions are blowing up. Some folks are loving it, some are hating it, but everyone's talking about it. And that's the point, right? In this game, silence is the enemy. The Fever are making noise, they're starting conversations, and they're bringing new eyes to the league. Love them or hate them, you can't ignore them. Let's be real. Having a star like Caitlin Clark doesn't hurt. In fact, it changes everything. When you have someone with her level of talent, charisma, and drive, it's like a spark that ignites an entire movement. Caitlin isn't just another player on the roster. She's the kind of athlete who makes you stop what you're doing and pay attention. She's the reason people who never watched women's basketball before are suddenly tuning in, buying tickets, and talking about the game. Her presence alone brings a new level of excitement and energy, not just to the Indiana Fever, but to the entire league. She's a walking highlight reel, honestly, the kind of player who just transcends the game. Every time she steps on the court, you know something special could happen. Whether it's a deep three-pointer, a no-look pass, or a clutch play in the final seconds, Caitlin delivers moments that get replayed over and over. She's the type of athlete who inspires the next generation, who makes little kids want to pick up a basketball and dream big. Her style of play is electric, unpredictable, and just plain fun to watch. She's not just putting up stats. She's creating memories, building a legacy, and making history every single night. But the Fever are smart. They're not just relying on her talent, they're building her up to be an icon. They know that having a superstar is about more than just what happens during the game. It's about creating a story, a brand, a movement that people want to be a part of. The Fever are investing in Caitlin, making her the centerpiece of their marketing, their community outreach, and their vision for the future. They're making sure she's front and center, not just as a player but as a symbol of what's possible in women's sports. They're giving her the platform to show off her personality, her style, her voice. It's not just about what she does on the court, it's about who she is off of it. Whether she's cracking jokes with teammates, speaking out at press conferences, or connecting with fans behind the scenes, Caitlin is authentic and relatable. She's using her platform to inspire, to lead, and to show young athletes everywhere that you can be yourself and still be a superstar. The Fever are letting her shine in every way, and it's making a difference. She's not just a basketball player, she's a brand, and that brand is powerful. It's about more than just sports. It's about confidence, ambition, and breaking new ground. Caitlyn is landing endorsement deals, starring in commercials, and building a following that goes way beyond basketball fans. She's showing that female athletes can be just as marketable, just as influential, and just as iconic as anyone else in the sports world. Her brand is opening doors, changing perceptions, and setting a new standard for what it means to be a star. And her brand is all about confidence, about breaking barriers, about being a damn boss. She's rewriting the rules, shattering expectations, and proving that greatness knows no gender. Caitlin Clark is the face of a movement that's bigger than basketball, bigger than any one team. She's inspiring a generation to dream bigger, work harder, and believe in themselves. And honestly, that's the kind of impact that lasts long after the final buzzer sounds. See, this is bigger than just basketball. The Fever are changing what it means to be successful. It's not just about winning games anymore, though winning definitely helps. It's about building a brand, connecting with fans, and creating a cultural impact. They're showing the world that women athletes can be entertaining, they can be funny, they can be more than just athletes, they can be role models, they can be trendsetters, they can be whatever the hell they want to be. Think about it. When was the last time you saw a WNBA team on a late-night talk show, or featured in a fashion magazine? The Fever are changing the narrative. They're not just competing for championships, they're competing for attention, for relevance, for a seat at the table, and they're doing it on their own terms. They're not asking for permission anymore, they're taking what they deserve. And you know what's even crazier? Other teams are starting to catch on. They're seeing the Fever's success, the engagement, the buzz, and they're like, yo, we need some of that. This ain't just an Indiana thing anymore, it's a league-wide shift. The WNBA is finally waking up to its potential, and it's about damn time. This is how you grow a sport, man. This is how you build a legacy. The Fever are showing the world that women's sports are just as entertaining, just as exciting, just as marketable as anything else out there. They're breaking down barriers, challenging perceptions, and inspiring a whole new generation of fans. And that, my friends, is something truly special.